Ben, the little owl, who knows it all. In a lush green forest, there lived a curious little owl named Ben. Unlike other owls, Ben loved to read. He had a huge collection of colourful and fascinating books. Every day, all the young owls in the forest had to go to hunting school. But not Ben. He would rather flip through the pages of fascinating books than learn to hunt. One sunny day, Ben decided not to go to school. Instead, he found a quiet tree, opened his favourite book, and dived into the enchanting pages. Suddenly, he heard a loud noise of frantic digging. Curious, Ben went to find out what was happening. He found a small squirrel digging holes all around. "Why are you digging everywhere?" Ben asked the squirrel. "I can't find my nut, the one I've been saving for so long." "Where could I have hidden it?" the squirrel said, looking frustrated. Ben thought for a moment and asked, "Do you remember when you hid it?" The squirrel scratched its little head and said, "I think it was around June." "And do you remember anything special from that day?" Ben asked. The squirrel brightened up. I remember a sweet smell of flowers, and the grass was sprinkled with pink petals." With that information, Ben knew what to do. "Follow me," he said to the squirrel. He led the squirrel to a large tree surrounded by fallen apples. "Dig around these apples," Ben instructed. The squirrel did as Ben said, and to its delight, it found the missing nut. "You're amazing, Ben. How did you know?" the squirrel asked, surprised. "Well, the pink flowers that bloom in June are from this apple tree, so finding the fallen apples helped us find your nut," Ben explained. "Oh wow, you're such a detective," the squirrel said. The squirrel thanked Ben and happily left. Ben feels happy too. Ben continued reading his book, but soon a strange sound interrupted his peaceful reading. It was a soft, repetitive thud. Following the sound, Ben found a little snail bumping its head into a tree trunk again and again. "Oh, dear snail, why do you keep bumping into the tree?" Ben asked, concerned. The little snail looked puzzled and said, "I'm not doing it on purpose. I just can't see that there's a tree trunk here." Ben was surprised. "Oh, why can't you see it?" he asked. With a sad sigh, the little snail replied, "I don't know why, but I often can't see things near me clearly." Ben thought for a moment. He had an idea. In no time, Ben returned with a dewdrop he had carefully collected from a leaf. He gently dropped it onto the little snail's eyes. "Now, how about now? Can you see clearly?" Ben asked. The little snail took a look at his surroundings and exclaimed, "Wow, this is incredible! Everything is so clear now. What did you do, Ben?" Ben chuckled and explained, "You must have become long-sighted. But don't worry, the water droplet acts like a little lens, helping you to see things surrounding you. It works the same way glasses do." The little snail was overjoyed. "That's wonderful. Now I won't keep bumping my head anymore. Thank you so much, little owl." Ben smiled warmly and said, "You might need to get a pair of professional glasses. But for now, at least you can see." And with that, Ben bid the little snail farewell and flew off to another quiet spot to continue his reading as the sky turned darker. Not long after, Ben heard a fluttering sound above him. Looking up, he saw a scared swallow circling. "Why are you hovering here?" Ben asked the swallow. "I've lost my friends, and I don't know which direction to find them. Can you help me?" the swallow asked, sounding desperate. "Where did you want to go?" asked Ben. "Me and my friends are heading to somewhere warmer. The winter is coming," answered Swallow. Ben takes a look at the sky, and after a while, he points in a direction. "There, you should find your friends if you keep flying in that direction," said Ben. "Oh, how do you know?" Swallow asked curiously. Ben explained, "In the night, the North Star points north. If you want to go to a warm place, it must be the south, which is in the opposite direction," he explained. "Wow, you are so smart. Thank you so much," Swallow said joyfully. The swallow thanked Ben and hurried off to find its companions. The sky had become dark. Ben knew it was time to go home. As soon as Ben stepped into the house, Ben's dad and mum rush over to embrace him. "Oh, Ben, what happened? Why are you home so late? The school told us you missed your classes. We've been searching for you all day." Ben felt guilty and replied, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. It's just that I really don't find the hunting classes interesting." His parents looked at each other. "Oh, if you don't want to hunt, then what would you like to do?" they asked. "I've made some new friends," Ben said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "I used what I've learned from books to help them. I want to explore more knowledge and use it to help even more animals." Upon hearing this, Ben's parents were surprised. They saw the books Ben was reading and finally understood what Ben wanted. "Ben," they said, their voices filled with love and support, "we fully back your decision. As long as you're happy, we will always stand by you." From that day forward, Ben began to study books and go to other courses. He continues helping more animals in need, which made him the most knowledgeable little owl in the forest, loved by all.